actually hit record by mistake. I was trying to adjust the thing and it started recording, and I was just like, okay. Flowing with our dynamic. The energies have been intense. If you've been following up with me in my videos, you know that I've been talking about these energies that are influencing to our environment, and just how whatever collective of a stream that I'm tapping into that will bring whatever alignment of you that comes through, you know. That's who I'm speaking to. Sure. I just picked this up. I made this years ago. It's a twig. Painting. So, in Western astrology, the sun has moved into Taurus. And in Vedic astrology, and there are many other astrologies, so, you know, I'm just using these, take what resonates, no pick and choose. I'm not saying these are my heavenly beliefs too. These are just the things that I share with you that resonate or channel through me, filter through me. It's not about belief, you see, that's a human thing. You know, it's about understanding, overstanding for your overstanding, you know, so that you can align and rock it out, so, and live however it is that you need to, want to, breathe to, see to, but in some kind of peace too, like P-E-A-C-E. You know what I mean? And these energies intense, you might agree. I would believe if you are here. Whoa. So I just like doing the combo, the transitioning period of just like, that turned off. Well, that sucks. Well, anyways, that transitioning period of when, that's because I take so long to hit record. Prior to hitting record, and the fact that I hit record and I didn't even mean to hit record this time, but I just was like, alright, let me just get with it, get to it, guys. Right. So I like going into this transitioning period of the both Vedic and Western calculations, because, you know, nothing is not real once it is brought into, through the ethers, into this 3D, you see. Tangible are these things that we say, oh, must be reality, you know what I mean? And so, trying to bring concept out of the ethers for you to bridge, to see on the 3D something that is, I don't even want to use the word invisible, because it's not. It's starting to be seen. And it's going to show itself in many kind of things, because people are waking up and seeing like, what is that? And asking questions, clear questions too. Anyways, I like the transition part of before, because usually in Western astrology, they move ahead faster. So like now we're in Taurus, but meanwhile, in Vedic astrology, no, we're not in Taurus. If you look at these calculations, blah, 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 and they'll go in, we're still in Aries, you know. And then around May, I think 14th, my grandma's birthday, that's the only reason why that particular date, like, stood out for me. Like, know that. I'm not, like, typically holding in and, or knowing all dates and exact, like, even names and stuff. But, I think it was like May 14th, the transition from Aries then into Taurus. But meanwhile, you know, for Western astrology, it's been Taurus season. Whoa, my cats have been going nuts. It's Mary Beltane to you. Abundance to each and every one of you, especially if you're visiting and you're passing on through. And if you like my videos, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I know that's kind of like cliche to say at these times. That's what everyone says. But, you know, it's about standing our ground, right? And being proud of what you do. Because that's part of the growth that's happening in you. And then, like, you know, we have Jupiter still from the end of 2019 in Capricorn, you see. And that is kind of like an uplift of like a great benefit of attracting on the most highest caliber of integrity, you know, and ethical, moralistic, responsible waves of reign of how you go about and you do the things that you want to achieve, obtain, finding value in the achievement in the things that you do, the hard work too that you responsibly do, like for your, you know, because Jupiter is all about expansion, right? So here you are, and they get along, Jupiter and Capricorn, singing a beautiful song. And so also that's an energy that is also in the atmosphere, stratosphere, universal layer, creator here, tapping in if you would like to, my dears. But awareness is key to everything, because if you are oblivious to anything that's around, then the energies can go play around with you. You know what I mean? If you don't wake up to those kind of things, those kind of puppeteering kind of things that can occur, you know, awareness. You receive that here. And I love that. And the Five of Wands, like, you know, you sing battle song. What? So yeah, talking back about I like the transition period because I fall under, my birthday in particular falls under a transition period of Western and Vedic, because in Western astrology I'm one sign and in Vedic I'm another, and I describe that in between layer of like, you know, feeling. So like right now I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, okay, it's Taurus, Aries, Bull, right, Aries the Taurus, the Bull, Aries the Ram. Two very aggressive creatures, man, and I have utmost respect for our animal loving kingdom. I love all animals, okay? They love me too, even the aggressive ones, for whatever reason. Okay, right. So right now we're in awe. That's why I keep saying the energies are like intense, because if you really think about it, like just think about it visually. Ram, bull, what? A little like, and I said it today to a friend. I'm like, I've been twitching in my right eye. Like, you get a tick. Like the, I don't want to say combative either, because if you're here, you've done a lot of work, my dears. And in that alignment of a kind of vibe, you're not trying to fight all this time. And if you are trying to fight and still trying to be heard, then you need to travel down more into that healing chamber that is you. Because we're always constantly evolving and learning and growing and healing certain things that may come up. And it's to not stay in that emotion of that come up of the memory or the trigger that caused that for you. It's for you to emotionally detach and observe in your intelligence that is right now, because you live in your right now, and so you've grown up somehow. So let's apply the intelligence that we have up to date, not going back in history to debate and be like, oh, well, you know, because it's part of your conditioning. No, that's not your reasoning now. Right? Because you have grown up somehow. Okay, even though we're still young and free to always be as youthful as I feel, you know what I mean? So, again, the energies are very intense. So, and temperance is I. Ooh, believe me when I say, oh, but trust me, I have lost my cool on some, you know, kind of days. You know, I'm not perfect in any kind of way. I'm as young as I choose to feel. It's just funny. Page of Cups, energy. Yeah, we're as young as we choose to as. Let me regain. I got a little too excited and ahead of myself, and now I'm gonna start like getting all tongue-tied, and you know, I want to deliver this right and not try to take too long, even though Enchantress Thee Babbler is me. Thank you for tuning in, my friends, for this revolutionary rise that's happening at this time. Each time you come in, no matter if you like this channel or even understand, or comprehend, or find your reasons for tapping in for not so pleasant reasons to check in, and you're just like, kisses to you too, okay? I don't got a freaking problem with any of you, like, until you bring it to my face. But y'all won't dare to do that either. You know what I mean? Because most people don't got cojones like that. They don't like confrontation like that. They do shit behind your back, hidden in the dark. I conjure in my face. Let's have this kind of debate and be real. But anyways, that's not the kind of vibration that we're happening here at this time. But do you see what I mean? Okay, Taurus, Ram, Bull. It's about justice too, because we got that going in, and then we got a lot of retrograde planets. If you can check out my other videos, I talked about those too, and just the influence of that in our environment collectively, and just a lot of things that are happening for each of us, because individuals we are, and our experiences are different or similar, whatever, you know, but still collectively the energy, there's an energy signature to everything. And so you might have different branches of one root energy, and then you just have the trees of life, the branches that could be created because of this one energy that branch off and, you know, have their own. It's still like all there, like created for you to participate in too, because it's pre-existing. But anyways, that was not what this was about. This is a totally other thing. But what I wanted to say was I like to talk about the in-between, like, you know, so you got earth energy, right, with Taurus, right, practical, grounded, like methodical, you know, Taurus, they're all about taste and our senses, receptive, and that kind of feminine, because isn't it also ruled typically by Venus, even though it is depicted by where's the bull, right? I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, so yeah, it's also a fixed sign. So stubborn, you know, that's one association with fixed. But, like, you know, it's about being active. It defends. Like, just think about the energy. Like, the energy of Taurus defends. It's defensive. Like, what you said? Oh, red flag? I see. Resist if you try to tell me. You know, those kind of energies. Like, and then also having that practical approach of things that are tried and already tested and proven to work, like rigid and change, like, you know, and transformation, because they get so accustomed to what they know, you know, instead of expanding. And there's, like, you know, some signs are like, you know, we're more than one sign, so like that's why you have to look at the different dominating planets in your chart to go and listen to the particular signs for different reasons that will combine and, you know, make sense for you over time. So you got to look at it in the bits and pieces of parts. So, like, you know, there's just so many things happening at once, and it's just like you got to break it apart into like these little tiny pieces. So, like, so you have that kind of energy, and then you have Aries, right? Ram, bam, fire, spread, wildfire, unearth, impulsive, bold, like passion, like, you know, assertive, combative, you know, like, so you got these two in an in-between stage, commingling, right, with the energies now, and we sense them, pow, and apply them somehow. Conscious we got to be able to see and do the things, you know, operating this machinery to the best of our ability in alignment too, because that is what we work on to do, you know. So just, you know, it's nice to observe and give visuals to the things that maybe we can't technically see, but experience. How do I make sense of these kind of things? Which, you know, a lot of the energies, oh, would you not? Shivas. So, my cat's been going crazy, and their pupils have been dilated for like 2-3 days, and Mary Beltane, right? Celebrations, because, you know, full moon coming too, but anyways, let me not get that distracted. So, and then we got all these planets in retrograde to bring back, to refresh our perspectives and apply and put into active our alignment in our current lives at this time, going back and like traveling and over courses of time to maybe get it right this time, you know. Slow down. So, yeah, so it's been interesting too, because going back into our development too of just peace be with you, and to have that level of truth exist inside of you comes from a place of knowing. How that shows and is showing, like, I am supported and never alone, left out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles, right? Like, healing our emotional bodies. We feel compelled to take action because it's for our satisfaction. No more distractions, and no more being too nice or overly, you know, accommodating to everyone else, and yet get occupied and drained away because you're the peacemakers, the light keepers, the bright bringers, the elevating feelers, the healers, the seers, the gypsies, the witches, whatever. Everybody always has a name for something, but it's still the root of one energy, and there's just branches of it off, you know? And so you now got Aries, Taurus energy working in the in-between, looking at everything, all the obstacles and challenges that are presenting now, or, you know, that have been created up until this, till our right now, like, my cats are crazy. Like, we want to ground ourselves, be solid with ourselves, be real with ourselves, be communicative with ourselves first before we go thinking we're going to be communicative anywhere else. Like, I gotta learn how to talk to me first. So, you know, and this energy is like burning. Fire, earth, burning. It's a cook-up. Barbecue. Wildfire. Fire, earth. Charging. We're charging. Charging. Right. Mindful are we to be that level of deep of consciousness, you see, that speaks and knows their place, knows their truth. Because you put in the work, you know who you are. So it's different now. It's totally different now. Before, you know, battling out the emotional bodies of those inner child, the inner child in me, you see, I can only speak for me, you know, and express myself, and you can let it resonate with you however it will, you know, and let us share. And, you know, it's not here to compare, it's continue to heal and grow and build on the seeds that we sow. But, you know, we've gotten to know, and we're continuing to grow in that way with ourselves. You know what I mean? To continuously grow and getting to know you. That's sexy. And then one day you wake up and you just like, well, that's what's up. I like me, all of me, for the first time in my life. I am seeing myself and all the things that I do. And then, you know, we're empaths too. And so, oh, I have to upload something I was writing for my blog. So make sure to check out my blog, my baby, too, because that's my other place I love to be, because writer is me always. That's like that's how I spoke. But I hid what I wrote and didn't show. Unless I was in school and I had an assignment, you see, and oh, masterful was me in the writing department. But anyways, my blog is my baby. And sometimes it's my first voice. Because we all know how long it takes to hit record. Well, you don't know, but I tell you guys all the time, like, it took me a long time to hit record. I was just there. And then sometimes I don't show myself either. But, you know, comfortable or me, and it has nothing to do with that, too. You see what I mean? Never having to explain myself in that kind of way, because I know why I do what I do, when I do what I do, and why I do what I do. You know what I mean? And why I feel the way that I do. And when I don't, I go into hermit mode. And I silence myself until whatever way I'm led to the death. I let go and embrace a new beginning. Exactly. Death. To my transformation. Scorpionic energy. Just like me too. Scorpio Sag. Sun energy. You know? Dynamics, but you should know your moon, Venus, everything. Rising. And stuff like that. So, like, you know, yeah, it's like barbecue, like, or a wildfire. That's like a ticking time bomb, I heard. Ticking time bomb. So yeah, you know, and so you have these two energies having matured now over time, because this is the cycle of life. Like, if you're coming through at this time, you have reached the level of, and I don't like to put it on a level like that, but it's real as can be. You gotta get through to know too, to be all that relaxed and less combative too, because even I, from the person in this 3D realm of life that has gone through many things, even personalities and ways of handling things, and short fuse and temper too, you know, and to evolve from that. King of Wands, I am successful in all that I do, for the work that we do, the work that you do, and the way that you emerge. The masculine energy is on that upsurge, like purge, taking action now, through the trials and errors that have come over time, and doing it right this time in a king-like, masculine, respectable way, a man of integrity. Can I say fire breathing, ethical in every kind of way, like value of his achievements, long term achievements, his castle. You know what I mean? So this is who's showing up at this current crisis theme of life that we are currently, even though all these messages are timeless, but you know, we're currently in 2020, and 2020 apparently to others has been canceled, but we're in retrograde. So has it been canceled in some kind of way? And I love to think in a utopian way, like, what if this is the start of our new world order? Let's reorder and see all the things that you can bring through your own creativity at this time. Then we got Venus in Gemini, in Vedic astrology, no, in Western astrology. And what other influencer of energy, another influence of energy to have at this time to contribute to whatever it is that is existing and occurring for you and that you're experiencing, another energy a vortex of something that exists prior to you. It's not some, you're not creating Venus and you're not creating Gemini. It's already pre-existing, right? So you're creator of your galaxy, your world, your universe, your shell, your UFO system that you're getting to know. Two of Cups, right? I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. And so Venus and Gemini, communicative at this time. You got Gemini, Mercury kind of energies that are also influencing the land of love, romance, intimacy, our social networks, our communications, our interests, like, are also being highlighted, this intense energy. And then we got Venus went retrograde, right? Was that the video that I did? It's just so many. It's just like, it's so much. Like, and then Vedic Mercury is in moving it from, it's transitioning. It's in like in that transition of Pisces to Aries. Aries. Something like that. Aries. No. Pisces to Aries. That was the energy it was in. Now it's Aries to Taurus in Vedic astrology for the Mercury. Mercury communications too. So Aries Taurus combination, still like this powerhouse energy of transitional, like, aggressiveness that is existing in each of us, that is like energizing us to take action, to do what we need to do in an assertive kind of way, like in all departments that is, it's activating for us right now, and love being one of those activations, like with curious vibrations. This is where they say, like, because with Venus, with Venus in retrograde, yeah, mixed with Pluto in retrograde. That's like a wild card, right? Pluto, which is also the ruler of Scorpio. But Pluto itself is kind of a mysterious, eccentric, like, yeah, it's a mysterious kind of energy, right? Mixed in with the Venetian love theme. And then we got a pandemic going on, quarantine styled. Who has to go inside, and it's like pow pow pow. And then you have that aggressive nature, because you got the Taurus and Aries infusion, invigorating, the boiling the pot. It's the steam. It's the oil. No, because it's active. Even though, yeah, like, no, I don't even want to explain it like oil. But, like, you know. And then Jupiter, what was Jupiter? Jupiter is in conjunction, which is, but anyways, Jupiter is in Capricorn, right? And that's what I established before, and it's the great benefactor, like, yeah, there's great benefits from that coupling, right? So think of what Capricorn itself rules too, like on the earthly domain, it's an earth sign too, tying in with the Taurus energy, practical earth, along with the Jupiter fire assisting the Aries fire that goes impulsive, like takes action, like ow 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 ow. Right? So, and we're on a positive, like, and I don't like to use positive, negative either, it's just we're in an alignment, like, rise, right? And so we've come a long way to now, like, we got direct, active yang kind of energy, and if we know the yang mass, you know, it's associated as more yang is masculine energy. Masculine energy we associate in the 3D between gender specifics too, so I'm going to go there a little bit. Like, that will be a male figure, and if we understand, you know, the psychology and just the ways of what we have been conditioned to understand between man and woman, men tend to be less emotional, more practical than yin energy, which is related to, associated with feminine energy, which in the 3D is associated more with the female, who's more, you know, and not saying one is grander than the other, I'm not even going there. What I'm just trying to display is that, so now you have these energies right now astrologically influencing our environment. Headstrong, it's male energy, like, right? That masculine energy that's evolving, that yang energy that's taking charge right now, that's going into action. And it's giving power to all the departments now that are activated astrologically, that are influencing our environment, and it's all together right now. And we're just dancing in the rain. You know, so, like, and then I'm saying Venus and Gemini, you gotta, and that's in Western astrology. What's the Venus in Budge and Vedic? Is it Taurus? I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. But in Western, or the Venus is in Gemini, which is emotionally detached to energies, which makes it more playful. Gemini is so great at flirting and conversating and being, you know, so expressive with themselves and theatrical too. So a lot of good energy, good vibe being contributed at this time, with the also Jupiter effect of it giving that Capricornian practical influence here. So now it's like down to earth energy here, grounding solid, but on some, like, it's like having bodyguards walk with you though. like back up, like, trial and error we do see, and justice is here for all of us, you know what I mean? I do decree. And so, like, with that spark of inspiration that we know, we are sowing these seeds, we are bridging these infusions of the in-between lands that we are now putting into practical, realistic demand, because as this energy, what this energy needs, like, if you want to understand it, like, what it needs from you to participate in it too, to crescendo it and to, you know, I'm going to stop this right here. Continue and follow me on to video number 2.